Hey everybody, so today I have a little bit of an announcement video for you guys just because I feel like breastfeeding videos are so much of my content on here, and because I am going to be taking requests for this certain topic, I just wanted to let you guys know that I have officially started weaning. Now I am in the midst of weaning still, so I'm still pumping and everything. That's why I wanted to come on here and ask for any kind of request you guys might have, whether it be a video pertaining to weaning or something right before I get done. I don't have that much time left, I don't think. I feel like within 2 to 3 weeks I'll officially be done. So unfortunately that means any pump reviews or stuff like that, they're gonna have to wait until our next baby is here. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to share this with you guys. Some of you might have known that I was on the fence about this when I had thrush, and I told myself to wait until I felt better to do anything. And I did get over the thrush and I felt good. I felt back to normal. However, I just still had those feelings of wanting to wean. And there's really no reason to it other than for my mental health. I just didn't want to do it anymore. It was becoming too much for me, and I just wanted to wean. There's no other reason other than that, and I feel like that's more than reason enough no matter where you are in your journey. If you want to be done, you have every right to be done. So that's what I just kind of decided to do. I will say that I've had that kind of weaning guilt that I think comes no matter when you wean or how long you've been doing it. You always feel it for whatever reason. I feel like moms just in general deal with guilt. It's just kind of something that comes with the territory. But I've been feeling better about it slowly and slowly, which is the same thing that happened with Sophie. You know, I felt guilt with her too, and over time I felt less guilty about it and I felt more confident. And it was definitely the hardest just taking those few steps towards actually weaning, and it's actually gone a lot better than I thought it would have. I think I'm going on like 2 weeks of trying to wean so far, and if you guys have been following my journey for a while, you know that I've suffered through repeated clogs and just a plethora of different roadblocks when it comes to a breastfeeding journey. So I really felt like weaning would be difficult. However, it's been way easier than I anticipated. I think something that helped a lot is that I was already down to 3 pumps per day. I pumped once when I got up in the morning, once in the middle of the afternoon, and once when I went to bed. So I was already down a considerable amount of pumps per day versus, you know, what I used to be. So I think that helped a lot. My body was already used to going pretty long stretches without pumping. And if you guys are curious on how I went to 3 pumps per day, I'll have a video linked down below about how to drop pump sessions, because I think that's important to do before weaning. Of course, there's situations where you need to wean instantly, like you hadn't planned on it, but now it needs to happen. And that I would definitely consult with an LC on, an IBCLC, you know, really get some professional help, because you want to make sure that you're doing that, you know, on the time frame you need to be doing it, but also you need to be safe about it, because there's a lot of different myths out there on how to wean, but some of them aren't safe. Things like constrictive clothing or cabbage leaves, they're really not recommended anymore. The restrictive clothing is because it can cause clogged ducts that can open you up to a plethora of different things. And then the cabbage leaves, there's stuff like listeria that can be on your nipples, it can transfer. There's just more information now about weaning and there's safer practices. So I just kind of wanted to come on here and share with you guys really quickly how it's been going. But I just kind of decided to push that middle of the day pump out. I wanted to get down to 2 pumps per day. So that just basically meant that I started pumping my regular morning pump. I would empty, but I was trying to push that 3rd pump for as long as I could possibly bear it. I did not let myself get in pain, but as soon as I became uncomfortable, I would pump just a little bit, and just enough to make me very comfortable, and then I would wait until my last pump of the day and I would treat that as regular. And slowly my body did get the message that, hey, I don't need this pump anymore. So I started producing less, and it was easier to keep pushing and pushing that pump time until eventually I've been down to 2 pumps per day for, I feel like, a week now, and it's been very comfortable. But now I'm working on not emptying at both of those pump sessions, which has been proven to be a little bit more difficult. I have gotten all the way down to only pumping about 4 5 ounces from each side, and I was doing that pretty comfortably at both pump sessions. So I was making between it'd be like 16 to 20 ounces per day just in those 2 pump sessions. So I am down a ton from what I used to make, which is really good. I think it's because I have taken my time with it. It's kind of been like a no pressure kind of thing, no rush. And now I'm working on slowly trying to cut that down, and every time you're trying to cut down a little bit more, you're going to deal with things like engorgement, you're going to be uncomfortable, you're going to deal with leaking. Like last night coming home from visiting one of my friends in the hospital, I was leaking, like I had a full-on letdown. Just, oh, it was a mess. And then my other side started letting down the second we got home. I've only had a couple of clogs, and honestly, they weren't that bad. They weren't anything, you know, horrendous. I was able to get them out pretty easily. So that has been really good news. I kind of feel like my body also wanted to be done. I had been getting that kind of message for a really long time. My body was just not getting engorged when I would miss pumps anymore, and I'm now past a year and a half postpartum, so I've been pumping for a year and a half. I think my body is just, I don't know if it's in a regular routine or if it's more like it's been wanting to be done, but I feel like my body is definitely welcoming this and it's not fighting it, which is really nice. So yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys because like I said, a large part of my content is breastfeeding related stuff. Of course, I'm still going to be making breastfeeding videos. This is definitely gonna give me some time to bring you more exclusively pumping, like informational videos. Also the pump videos that I haven't been able to get around to, like different comparisons of ones that I've already tried or how to use, stuff like that. So you're still gonna see plenty of breastfeeding videos coming your way. And of course, hopefully in the near future, I will be getting pregnant again. We'll be having another baby. So, you know, it'll only be a short time really before I'm making like freshly new breastfeeding videos when I'm in the thick of it again. I also want to say thank you to all of you who have been so supportive through my journey. I can't begin to tell you how much it's all meant to me. You guys have definitely picked me up in places where I felt like I was on the verge of quitting. I wanted to be done, and you guys have just like stuck by me and been some of the most supportive people I've ever had the pleasure of talking to. And I'm just so glad that I've been able to share my journey, that it's helped you guys, that you guys have helped me. It just feels like a really positive and supportive community, and that is something that I wanted to create on here. So I wanted to say thank you from the deepest part of my heart. But yeah, just leave any questions, comments, requests in the comments below. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, thanks for watching.